And there we go. Maximum Boncito picks up their first win this season. Well done. Congratulations to Malik. They'll move up into 9th place. Next up, we're going to have Real American Heroes versus Cenozoic Park. That's 11th place versus 6th place. We're going to go right into that game right now. Yay, it's a blizzard! Cenozoic Park in the lead, 1-0. We're about to start the second half of this game. Let's see, anybody been murdered? Anybody been murdered? 1 injury, 2 KO'd elves. Elden Ring had just missed the score, 2-1. Maximum Boncito won that game. Oh boy, it's a blizzard. Elden Marino giving us the recap of the first half. It was a rough first half for the G.I. Joes. Lots of failed dodges and bad blocks. Also a bunch of failed rushes. It is a blizzard. Was it a blizzard in the first half? Like all during the first half? Eight players on defense here for the Real American Heroes. Nick Satan, Season 1 champion, won with a Chaos team. Rushes fail on a 1 or a 2 in this weather. Which, if you're new to, not to sound condescending, but you know, a lot of players might be new to tabletop games, and it sounds like, oh, it fails on a 1, that's not a big deal. It fails on a 1 or a 2, okay, a little bit more of a big deal, but still not a big deal. It's a big deal. So imagine, you want to rush. New players will often just rush lots of players all the time because they think, oh, it's a 1 in 6 chance that I fail. Well, if you roll those dice a bunch of times, you are almost certain to fail. And now you go from a little less than a 17% chance of failure on a single die roll to a 33% chance of failure. That is a big, big difference. Two-man player advantage for the Cenozoic Park, an officious ref. Where's Sam Jackson? Where are you at, Sam Jackson? There he is. There he is. Sam Jackson, the center, stunned after a confrontation with the ref. Double skulls. Kicks off this the second half with double skulls. Has to burn through a reroll right out of the gate. Boot Paula says, so 900% is the normal fail rate. Now what is it? Oh, well, if you do the math, right? So it's double 16.7%. So instead of 900%, it's 1411 billion percent. That's actual math. You can work it out on paper. Good KO here by the Crocs, Richard Attenborough. 3-man player advantage for Cenozoic Park now. I was just kidding. That was a made-up number. It's actually 4,000%. Gets a pal here, breaks armor. Ball's been kicked to the 6-yard line. Satan taking his blocks first. Hasn't moved anybody in position to protect the ball, but that's because he wants to be here. Three-plus ball pickup attempt. Going to take it with Trevor Morgan, the blodger. Block and dodge means only a pal's going to knock down this skink. Oh no, decides to pick it up with Ty Simpkins. Fails this 3-plus pickup. He's deciding whether he wants to spend his final re-roll here or not. He doesn't. I think that's a fair decision. It's going to leave a skink a turn behind though, and now turn 9 back to the Real American Heroes. Tomax, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bingo bango. Who is Tomax again? He's not a Dreadnought. I remember El Numerino correcting me. It's not a Dreadnought. He's what were they called? McSwiss87, welcome to the stream. He says the lizards I play with fail 3-plus pickups 90% of the time. El Numerino. Yeah, the Crimson Guard, that's what they were. Flavio says, what language is it where the numbers go 5, 6, bingo, bango? Camry? No. That's just a different... that's just a different base, right? You're thinking decimal. I'm thinking bingo, bango base. It's just a different base of number. Kind of like hex. That's number wang. Man, Blizzard looks great in Blood Bowl 3. Failed an elf dodge. That's a 2-plus dodge. Fails the dodge. Are the Real American Heroes going to re-roll this? They decided not to. So Cenozoic Park's going to get an opportunity to recuperate here. Recuperate? Recover. Let's go with recover. Two-die block at center pitch. Jeff Goldblum versus Flint. It's a matchup I never thought I'd see in my life. What a time to be alive. Two-die block against the Baroness here. This would be a dodge push. Witch Elves only have an AV8, but they have Jump Up, they have Frenzy, and they have Dodge. They can be an absolute nightmare to deal with. Two-die block against Snake Eyes gets the knockdown here. Snake Eyes is injured? Oh, man. Snake Eyes is one of the most ingenious toys, I think, ever. It's like, what if we just want to sell an unpainted figure? What do we do? Well, let's just make the plastic black and call him a ninja. Perfect. Two-die blitz against Shipwreck gets a pal here. Oh, you always hate it when a skink breaks your armor. Gets a good stun there. Neither team dipping into bonus time. Stark difference from the game we just saw. I am a coach that dips very much into bonus time. Turn 10 for the Real American Heroes. They're down a touchdown. They're also down 3 players. SP Beaver says, I like to use my bonus time like my team rerolls all in the first turn. I tell you what, getting used to Blood Bowl 3 for the first time, like when you don't know the UI, and so every time you try to do something under the gun, you think it's a bug. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's the fair share of bugs when the game released, but like, it's like when you're really under pressure and you're like, what do I do? The game doesn't work. That was the worst. A couple of games of that, it's like, that was frustrating. Good 3+ dodge by Destro. Destro's going to shift over into the right wide zone. Another 3+ dodge, this time by the Baroness. Going to get away from that big Crocs. Crocs with Mighty Blow with block and a strength of 5. Now a 2-die blitz on Ariana Richards. This one will work out. Looking for an 8+. Got a stun out of it. Still hasn't stood up his players. He might try to dodge these players away. Yeah, 50-50 dodge here. Looks like he got through the first dodge and failed the second dodge into a stun. That's the end of the turn. Turn 11 for Cenozoic Park now. Cenozoic Park with the ball on their own 6-yard line. 2-die blitz. Boy, that's going to be a both standing result. That scared me for a minute. That's a Cyrus with the block tail. That's almost certainly going to be the first skill he picks up on all these Cyruses. MixSwiss 87 says it's freeing to get all of your bonus time and all of your rerolls out of the way. Then you have nothing to lose. Boot Polish says, who let the Sarces get blocked? Are you mad? That Warpstone ball, that's going to advance through that gap that Cenozoic Park opened up at mid-pitch. And it's on the opposing 12-yard line. That's right. You can't fail on the reroll if you don't have any. Turn 11 for the real American heroes now. Cenozoic Park got behind this defense. You can see what he did here. So he's marked this player here and here. That player's got double dodges to get out of there. He's done something similar here with this player. And he's continuing to mark players, forcing those dodge rolls. And if he doesn't successfully dodge, that's great. If he does, all right, fine, you'll mark him next turn. And if he stays put, sure, your Saruses get stuck, but they're going to take a block. Has anybody been removed from Cenozoic Park? Not a soul. Oh, it's disappointing. Nick Satan has too much SPP already. I am imposing a moratorium on Lizard SPP. A bunch of dodges by Destro. It doesn't work out. Destro's going to fail on the final dodge. Probably the easiest dodge he had there. Oh, they're all 2+. Tried to weave his way through these Saruses. Didn't work out. Turn 12 now for Cenozoic Park. They are almost certainly going to move this ball to the end zone. Probably stall it out for a turn. Baroness currently marked. Again, you can see he's marking either side of the Baroness. So every dodge here is going to be a minus dodge. He gets a 2-die block here. This is good positioning when you want to lock down a player and keep them out of the drive. My goodness, you don't survive that. Good KO. SP Beaver said I somehow missed that we had this many lizards in the league this competition. Yeah, 2 lizard teams. Yeah, Dead Fred was going to be another lizard team. He decided to switch to Dark Elves at the last minute. Takes a mark on Shipwreck over in the left wide zone. He's on the 2-yard line. And then takes a mark on Destro. Destro the blodger. He's currently prone. 2-die block on Snake Eyes. This will be a both standing result. We'll see if he tries that again. He does. This will be a push. But now Snake Eyes has an opportunity to get away. Oh, man. Snake Eyes says, get off of me. Get off of me. Spent the blitz on a 3rd attempt at knocking down Snake Eyes. But rolled into a both down result. Snake Eyes has the block skill. Go get him, Snake Eyes. Force him to score right now. Go get him. See if he shifts laterally to the right. Dare him to. Real American Heroes with 2 rerolls left for this game. Third and final. Final turn of the 3rd quarter. This also marks the final game of week number 4. After this will be just 2 weeks of regular play left before the cut to top 4 for this first competition of the season. After which, we'll take a short break, probably a week or so, and then we'll open up registration for the second competition of the season. It'll be open to everyone who wishes to participate, and due to the league structure, if you miss the first competition, not to worry. All you got to do is just make the cut in that competition that you're in, and you can be invited to the Blood Bowl. Failed another Elven dodge here by Zamet, the number 7 lineman, over on the right side here. Spends a reroll. Swiss 87 is the league all played in USA time zones. I would say the vast majority of people are in the USA, yeah, but it's not restricted to the US. Like, anyone can participate. And then the coaches just decide to figure out when they can get their games in. Yeah, there's that dodge by Snake Eyes. Moving back toward that skink cage, toward that paper mache cage. 2 good dodges by Shipwreck. Used to playing in wet weather. Big dodge by Tomax over in the right wide zone as well. Turn 13 for Cenozoic Park. Dead Fred just doesn't want to give up blocks against these elves. Fair enough. Cenozoic Park probably going to try to stall this out for another turn. 4th quarter begins. Cenozoic Park continuing to mark players. He's on the wrong side to mark these elves. These elves with that AG2 plus will still get a 2 plus out unless he does just that. Moves Jeff Goldblum into position to force these elves through a funnel, a series of dodges. Or even if they want to go this way, he'd have to move laterally for a space before he continue moving forward. Ariana Richards staying prone on the ground. Finally stands her up and runs her away to safety. Cenozoic Park not using any bonus time this game. This might be the first time that a team has not used any bonus time by the end. We'll see if that holds true. Crocs blitz. Well done. Got through that boneheaded roll. Good repositioning here on Snake Eyes. Exactly what we talked about a few turns ago. Solid drive here by Nick Satan. He's in the lead. He will almost certainly score to increase his lead 2-0. Dead Fred, really, if he wants to get this ball back and score, he's going to have to take immense risk and hope for a miracle. And I don't know, man. This is where you've got to think strategically. Like, do you try to rack up some SPP? Do you keep your team safe? Right? Do you just keep them healthy for next week? What do you do? Or do you go for the win? Do you play your heart out? You're the best around. Yeah, the old quote between a Crocs and a Saurus. Real American Heroes down to just 6 players on the pitch. 7 players on the pitch. And their defensive formation is just scattered. And this is well in Cenozoic Park's favor. Trying to force the score here. Trying to close down on this skink cage and force the score next turn. Swiss 87 says, I'd just go for the SPP. I'd gang up on any blocks you take, try not to get hit back. I think that's fair enough. I think strategically that's totally fair. Yeah, perhaps arguably even the right call. But we've seen Dead Fred perform miracles before. We saw him last season with a Wood Elf team win a game with, I believe, 3 players left on the pitch. Real American Heroes dipping into bonus time. 3 minutes, 46 seconds on the clock. GFI Blitz! You went for it, you might as well spend the reroll. Lots of dodges, 2 rushes. He spent the reroll. It's going to be a dodge push here. He'll have to follow up. All right. All right, the Real American Heroes going in on... How many dodges was that? 1, 2... What? 1, 2... 1, 2... 100. Just 100 dodges. Five dodges. My goodness. Turn 14 for Cenozoic Park now. They're probably going to want to score this turn. They've got a block to take against Destro. Really just need to push them away. They don't need the knockdown. Cenozoic Park has a reroll. They'll take the block with Trevor Morgan. There it is. They got to push. That's all they needed. And they'll probably walk this ball in here to increase their lead 2-0. Taking blocks first. He still has his reroll. He says, let's keep going. Will he take a 2-die with Jeff Goldblum? Oh, I don't know. Has a 2-die with BD Wong as well. Has a 2-die with Laura Dern. How far do you push your luck? 2-dive blitz, gets a POW on Shipwreck. He's going to try to stall for another turn. Two-dive block against Flint, gets the POW here, looking for this SPP. Also helping to secure this ball if he's going to stall. Two-dive against Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes has the block. He's going to take that. Doesn't need it. Got the POW. Snake Eyes with the niggling injury as well. Doesn't break armor. Took the block. 7 seconds left on the clock. Is he going to dip into bonus time here? He just might. Nope. He's going to score. Took all the blocks he could. And Cenozoic Park increases their lead 2-0. Well done. Took every last block available to him and then scored the TD. The real American heroes will have 3 turns left to try to get on the board here. They're down 0-2. Nick Staten still not using any bonus time. One-man player advantage now for Cenozoic Park. Real American Heroes will be fielding 10. 5-man a defensive line here. Unless you want to call these corners. Let's call those corners. 3-man line, 2 quarterbacks. We'll call all 5 of these linebackers in the safety. Real American Heroes setting up their offense. Currently have 5 on the line. See if they go toe-to-toe with this Crocs just to keep it locked down. We probably said Snake Eyes has been fighting the whole Lizard team successfully. Hopefully he gets MVP. He's Snake Eyes, man. That's what he does. Puts the Witch Elf over in the left wide zone, right on the line, the Baroness. American Heroes stacking their players over the left side of the pitch here. Duke, the runner, back to receive. He has the dump off ability. If Duke gets blocked, he can interrupt the block to make a quick pass to someone. So pretty strong skill if Duke's the ball carrier. Here's the kick. Cenozoic Park does not have a kicker. And the high kick, Duke will be able to get under this ball and get a free attempt at catching it. 3+ catch works out. Turn 14 for the Real American Heroes. They have 2 turns and no rerolls. Can they get on the board? The Baroness has an MA of 7. Probably try to get this ball in the hands of the Baroness and then get behind the Saracens to lock them down and then leave the Baroness and her contingent of lackeys to protect against the Skinks. Oh, going to hand off to Zartan instead. So Zartan's going to be the ball carrier. Zartan also has an MA of 7. Sets up a half cage over on the left sideline. The ball on the opposing 12-yard line. Real American Heroes now in scoring position. Failed to dodge, got KO'd. Snake Eyes. Oh, poor guy. See you, Snake Eyes. Two-man player advantage for Cenozoic Park. Turn 15. 2 turns left. We'll see if they send a skink down pitch. If they do, that means they think they're going to try to score again. Oh, that's so cool! Look at the camera. It's like the camera lens is like frosting up. That's great. What a great effect. What a weird thing to say. Oh, look, it's so cool! You can see less! Cenozoic Park getting 4 players onto this ball carrier. You can see setting up the columns here. Since those columns, we saw Malik do that earlier today. That's going to shut down the sideline for movement for the ball carrier, and then puts a tackle zone here and a tackle zone here to stop forward movement. Boo. Boo, El Nubrito. Of course it's cool. It's snowing. Crocs blitz. A pow on the Baroness. 7+ with Mighty Blow. Didn't get it. 8+, 7. Mighty Blow could have made that a 7+. Wasn't able to roll it. 2-dive block on Zamet. This will be a push. This frees up Wayne Knight. Probably park him here, maybe? Nope, takes a mark on Destro. Ah, Cenozoic Park dips into bonus time now. 2-dive block gets a pow on Gung Ho. Gung Ho back at the line of scrimmage here. That'll be it. Turn 15 for the Real American Heroes. Penultimate turn for this team. They have not scored a touchdown yet. Can they do it now? I mean, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dodges to 2 rushes in a blizzard. They could score right now with no rerolls. What's the problem? Blue Polish says with 6s all things are possible. No, no sir. With Nuffle all things are possible. And also 6s. Real American Heroes trying to find a way to make this work. They want to get on the board, they want to get some SPP, but they also don't want their team murdered. Oh, Malik, welcome to the stream. Praise be to Nuffle. "30 seconds on the clock. No action by the Real American Heroes yet. Yeah, me too. Not so trusty fashions. I like it too. Signal Sloop. The path is clear. Boot polish prayed to Nuffle. There it is, Dead Fred. Prayers being sent to Nuffle. You can do this. Dude, moves down pitch. S'mores Dragon, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. It's very kind of you. Thank you very, very much. Two-die blitz on Wayne Knight gets a push. He'll follow up here. Go for it. Go, Zartan, go. Good handoff to Destro, trying to minimize these dodges. Not so oh! Oh! Do it! Do it! Do it! Yes! Yes! Oh my goodness! Not so trusty fastest SP Beamer, thank you for the bits. Oh boy, remember these elves have an AG of 2+. The rushes were the scary bit. 1, 2, well done. Dead Fred now finding himself on defense for the final drive of this game. SP Beaver says it feels more like an AG of 0+. Yeah, they've got good edge, man. That's who needs rerolls? That's right. Who needs rerolls when all of your rolls are guaranteed successes? Real American heroes get on the board here. They're setting up with 9 players on defense again. 3-man defensive line spread wide. 3 linebackers, 1 safety, pulling these corners in to make it another. Nope, says get back out to that wide zone. Cover some receivers. All right, pulls everybody up tight, up close. Cenozoic Park to set up. They'll have 1 turn left unless there's a timeout. Man, I don't know. I might have just ran everybody back here. Put 3 on the line and kept everybody else safe. Two-man player advantage for Cenozoic Park for this, what is likely to be the final turn of this game. Cenozoic Park will kick off. Oh, they won't kick off. They will have the first half of turn 16. All right, big line of Sauruses. Ariana Richards and Vanessa Chester back to receive. Here's the kick. Four players on the defense get to reset. Look at that kick. Look at that kick. Let's see if that's a touchback or not. One of those Sauruses will catch it. Don't worry. No fear. Never you fear. Laura Dern will grab that ball. Real American Heroes deciding to put people up on the line here. Death Fred knows no fear. Ball's going to end up in play. It's on the 2-yard line for Cenozoic Park. Near mid-pitch. Rolls double skulls as Sam Jackson spends his final reroll to get a POW on Flint. Looking for that 9+. We didn't see the first half, but I don't think that Crocs was boneheaded all night. First boneheaded roll for the Crocs. That Crocs will lose its tackle zones. Gets the assist against Gung Ho. Ty Simpkins might move in to make that a 2-die against Gung Ho. 2-die with the block skill. No, he's just going to go 1-die with the block skill. Gets a push out of it. Two-die block against Zamet. This will be a knockdown. Looking for casualties at this point. Doesn't get anything out of it. You can also look for fouls as well. I know Nick Satan doesn't, I'm going to use the word believe. I was going to say he doesn't believe in fouls. He certainly believes in fouls. He doesn't see the value of fouling late in the game because he wants the opposing team to be stronger to fight the other teams that Nick Satan will be inevitably facing off with later in the competition or later in the season. Going for a 3+ pickup here. Good pickup. And a good pass to get an extra point of SPP on Ty Simpkins. 11 SPP on this skink now. Might be saving up for that MA9. Turn 16 now for the Real American Heroes. Not a whole lot they can do here, but well done getting on the board. See if they can end this game with any additional SPP. I was gonna say Zamet was free. It's not Zamet. Wayne Knight though is free because Richard Attenborough is not exerting any tackle zones. Oh wait, Wayne Knight's a Saurus. Excuse me. He's on the wrong team. 2-9 block against BD Wong. Gets a knockdown here and needs a massive AV of 10+. Doesn't get anything out of that. Two-die block on Laura Dern will get a knockdown. Can he inflict a casualty here? He cannot. Still has his blitz. Might come in on the ball carrier. He can come in this way on the ball carrier. That's a skink he can go after. Or it can come around that way and come against Ariana Richards. 2-die blitz on Ariana Richards. This will be a push result. And I think that'll be the end of the game. 2-1. Cenozoic Park's going to win this one. Gonna try a block over the right wide zone into a skull. Let's hope it doesn't backfire. It did not. Congratulations to Nick Satan on his victory this evening. 2-1 the final. Cenozoic Park is going to advance into second place here in this competition. Should we look? Should we look at the SPP? Yeah, I don't like it, but it's better. It's better than previous weeks. 13 SPP for Cenozoic Park, 7 SPP for the Real American Heroes. Let's see what we missed. 41 yards running for the Real American Heroes, 37 for Cenozoic Park. No, 2 yards passing for Cenozoic Park. Oh, that's right, they got some SPP at the end there. 48 blocks by the Lizard, 17 for the Dark Elves. That's what you see. 16 sustained injuries, 6 KOs, and 1 Kaz against the Real American Heroes. After week 4, that's it for week 4. After week 4, I want to be like Doug. Richard Cranium's dwarf team, they're in the lead. 4-0-0 is their record, and Cenozoic Park ends the week in second place. 3-0-1 is their record. They are just ahead of Chimes Nevagana, an Orc team, in third place with a record of 3-0-1 as well, but they are behind by a TD diff of 2. Well done by Nick Satan. And that's going to do it. That's going to do it for week 4. 2 weeks left of regular play in this first competition of the season. I can't believe it. This time is flying by. Week 5 and week 6, and after that will be the cut to top 4. And then, of course, after that, we're going to start the Spike Magazine trophy. But we got to get through week 5 first. That week will start tomorrow. That's when coaches will begin scheduling their matches. And when those games get scheduled, you'll be able to check out and get alerted to those schedules on our website at maml.club. That's maml.club here on Twitch and on our social media pages on Blue Sky, Twitter, and Facebook. You can also watch our previous games on our YouTube channel. Play Blood Bowl, man! Play Blood Bowl! Where else? Where else can you beat up on Jeff Goldblum on a football field? Oh, thanks, Funru. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Thanks for hanging out and watching. You can play Blood Bowl via Blood Bowl 3 on Steam, the Epic Game Store, PlayStation, and Xbox, and in tabletop form at your friendly local game store. This is such a fun game. Give it a go. Try it. Try it in tabletop form. If not, pick up a copy of Blood Bowl 3. Give it a spin. Come play with us in the Spike Magazine Trophy. This is such a fun game. But until week 5, take care, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your... Is this Monday? Monday evening. Enjoy the rest of your evening, whichever evening it is.